Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome to another episode of Vintage Story here on the Aura Fury server. Thank you very much for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So I know it's been a huge amount of time between episodes. It's been almost 2 months, I'm afraid. And I am sorry about that. It's been a busy time in real life, you know how it is. However, I have still been active here on the server and a lot has changed around here. But I think the best way to show you around about exactly what I've done, exactly what I've changed, is to actually invite somebody over and give them a tour. Now, Ashantin has been a big favourite of mine for a long time whilst playing Vintage Story. Her videos were some of the first that I saw on this game, and she showed me how to play the game through her tutorials and stuff like that. I was lucky enough to be able to play on the Scalds of Vintara server with her before coming over to Aura Fury, and I invited her over for a tour with somebody else she is playing with called Arkan, and this is how it all went. So I hope you enjoy this footage.
Welcome back to Vintage Story, and I am with Apache, as you can see on the left, and Arkan on the right, and we are going to go with Apache to his base. I don't normally show the routes, but I think that Apache lives in a very useful place. Are you near Owl City, Apache?
I'm not, no, but I mean there's a lot of routes from my base to everywhere around the server, and I'm very close to World Spawn.
Excellent. Then if you're close to World Spawn, we're going to follow you, because this could be a very quick route for us to World Spawn, a much quicker route. So lead on, Apache.
Well, you're going to have to lead me out of here.
Before you go, have a present for you.
Uh-huh. Oh, thank you. Wonderful. Wax cheddar cheese.
Yes. Okay. Right, if you just follow the road out.
Okay.
And we'll be travelling in winter. I have plenty of food with me. And Arkan is coming because he wants to see more of the server. And also, he likes seeing other people's bases.
Well, I've put down a few markers on the road as well. Out here.
Yes.
I
know.
Around the corner, there's a little sign that says TL to Apaches. However, all of this was claimed land, so I went out.
Oh gosh.
As far as I could, and then just over here, I put down a sign, and this was the first spot I could actually put down a sign to.
Yeah, our
so
claim
we've got TL
is
to Apache there.
Yeah, our claim is very big at the moment. And actually, having seen Discoverer and Berserk build, I'm glad it is big.
It'll expand out quite far then.
They don't build small.
That's always good.
And also what we do have going is we're now getting a lot of tree farms going.
Yeah.
And we're spreading them out so that they look nice. Guys, if anyone wants a clothing trader, this is a clothing trader.
Yeah, I've got that on my map already. I don't tend to use the clothing traders too much.
I like my commoner's outfit so much, I don't want to use it.
I wear the furs so much because it's really cold where I am.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't bring my furs. I'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be fine. And so this is where the original teleporter came through, wasn't it? To this area.
It is.
With the Stargate here.
Yeah.
It's a lovely area around here. And just through here, I really like this lake that's on here with the big mountain on the backdrop.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Did you build this road?
I didn't build this road.
Right.
There's turn around here, and then I built one through the mountain.
Right. I have no idea. I think it must be the road building crew who built the road. I just had no idea it was here until you told me.
Oh, you didn't know this road? This road was here?
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Okay.
It sort of appeared from nowhere.
This is where I started my road.
Yeah.
And so this, again, tailed down to Apache here.
Yeah.
And this just goes straight the way through. And at the end of this, you'll see an example of the type of builds that I've done in my base. So I've brought my base through to this side of the TL as well.
Oh, right. I better not alter it then, because I've been going round making a 9x9 square with TL on the top to mark translocators for any new people that don't know that there's a translocator there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I mean, like this one, you would never know there was a good translocator here.
Yeah.
If you didn't see it.
Well, I'm going to put a marker on this for the auto map. And so if we just stop just outside here, then because when we go in, you'll be basically right in the centre of my village. And it might seem a bit kind of overwhelming because there's a few things I kind of need to tell you about just first.
Right.
So this is kind of an example of an Iron Age roundhouse in England, which is like a Celtic Iron Age roundhouse. So we're talking
I know them.
Maybe 50 BC kind of era, just before the turn from BC to AD. And into early Roman invasion in Britain is the kind of style that I'm going for. But I wanted it to be really kind of overgrown and like you wandering through a forest and you've come across a little village in the middle of a forest. And so when we head through, you'll see exactly what I mean when I say that. Because I've built, I think, about 10 to 15 stacks of oak trees just around my base. Just to kind of enclose everything in and make it feel really enclosed. However, when we go through,
time I've seen a teleporter on straw blocks.
I use a lot of straw. When we go through, we're actually basically underneath the big lake between Nathan's base and my base.
Okay.
Is Arkham with us, or is he?
I don't know. Are you with us?
Oh yeah,
Arkham?
no, he's just outside. That's okay.
Okay.
And so I built this tunnel just to kind of allow you to come up right in the centre of my village, rather than up in a lake.
Across a bridge on the lake. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it would be much easier.
Presumably, you found this TL when you were caving.
Yes. Yeah. I've just blocked it all off. And so we've got a water chute on the side here as well as the ladders. The water chute is a little bit quicker.
Up or down?
Yeah. Well, the water chute's a little bit quicker for going up.
But you don't go down it, do you?
Sometimes. Sometimes I do.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
And here we are.
Okay.
And so we're in a very similar hut to what we saw on the other side.
Yeah.
And then if you come out...
Mm-hmm. The path is so pretty.
One of the big things I wanted to do here was to slow people down. You travel very, very fast on paths and you don't tend to look around you. But if you break it up like this, then it slows you down and it means that you've got a big open area where you're actually designed to look around it. And I want people to actually go off into these different areas and have a look around.
Okay.
So
and through here?
Yeah, I mean, if you come through here, you'll kind of see what I mean. But I've got lots of just little things just dotted around the place.
Yeah.
Like just over here, there is cobbled ruins with some...
you built these?
Yeah, well, it was a cobbled ruins anyway, but I kind of moved them around a little bit just to make it a bit easier to build around. but I've made it look really
Right.
overgrown. I've put a load of skeletons down, some candles and stuff.
Yes, I see it.
And so this would be like a place where, I don't know, like the youths of a village would come and meet or something.
So the youths come and hang out here after
Yeah.
dark, do they?
Yeah, and it's that kind of thing that I wanted to try and bring into it, to bring some life into it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I can imagine.
I haven't really done
Right.
much with animals. I've got my animals here. And
Yeah.
I've got Generation 13U and with the sheep. But the boars, I haven't really done anything with at the moment.
No. Okay. And then where do we go from here?
So there's a lot of different buildings around here.
This is almost impossible to see this base. I'm going to
It
put
is, yeah.
the big map up. Look at this, guys. It's so hidden. You can't see a lot of it.
That's the idea, and you've just kind of got to walk
yeah.
around it.
Yeah, and particularly at this time of year.
Yeah.
When the grass blocks match the leaves.
So this was my starter base in here.
Right, in here. Right, this is your start.
Yeah, so I built this one after moving out of Nathan's base. And I've got the cellar just down below with all the cooking stuff in it. I'm going to put that little waxed cheese you gave me down on the table here.
Yeah.
And
looks nice.
take a slice of it.
Oh, that looks great. Look at that. They're very ornamental cheeses, aren't they?
Yes, they're really nice. So that's the cellar.
Yes.
You have to press space as you come up to be able to get out of there. That's okay.
Okay.
But then the next one I built up was this one here. And this has been much more of a utility thing, and I haven't really done much inside it because I put all of the bloomeries in here.
So
I just stack up.
Smelt.
I just stack up all the bloomeries around the side, and it allows me to do huge amounts of iron in one go.
Right, so you just build bloomeries all the way around.
Yeah, and so the idea was to have lots and lots of these buildings, not necessarily very with much interior decoration, so very bland and plain on the inside. But it adds to the busyness of the village.
Yes, yes.
It just gives me more land. But one thing that everybody does come to this village to look at and to get inspiration from is my storage room, because it's a little bit silly.
Your storage room? Oh no, I've seen your storage rooms. This is insane. Oh my goodness.
So the idea was to have as many things displayed as possible, and especially with the stone. I wanted to be able to see exactly what the stone looked like, so I can decide what to use for different builds. Yes.
Oh my word. Oh my word.
And then I've got the mass pickling sections on the sides.
Oh, that's what it's all behind doors. Mass pickling, eh?
Yeah.
Right. Wonderful.
And so you can see some of this stuff I haven't even been able to fill up yet. I've got like two entire columns here which haven't got anything in them, just chests. And then all of the wood on the back.
Oh my goodness.
However, this is all going to have to change in 1.15 because there's a lot of new different types of wood. And so, down here...
Yeah. Right. Oh gosh.
I've expanded it.
Oh no! More storage.
So this is ready and waiting for 1.15.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be just storage. Oh god.
Yeah. If you head on up to the first floor.
Yeah.
This is my chiseling workshop.
Yeah. Ah, look at Arkan. He's looking at the chiseling. Arkan?
Yes?
Apache is an excellent chiseler. But, oh, that's me. He has chosen to build with whole blocks, but he is very, very good at chiseling.
Well, I'm good at chiseling furniture and stuff like that, but to do a whole house, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I'd have the time or the patience.
I'm not allowed to video Arkan's build yet. He says he hasn't finished, but he won't let me video it yet. But he has chiseled a whole house, and I love this. Viewers, if you are from England, you will immediately understand this joke. If you're not from England, it was a comedy program about a general store. The customer went in and said, "I want 4 candles," which in English can be 4 candles or fork handles, but we would put it together to say 4 candles.
4 candles?
So, yes, 4 candles and 4 candles. And everything he asked for had 2 meanings. So this is such an English joke. And anyone in England understands it. Anyone outside England hasn't a clue.
And all of these pieces, I've also given a copy to Mikey for the museum. So
that's excellent.
If people head over to the museum,
have you included the 4 candles?
I have indeed. Yes, I had to explain it to him. I sent him a YouTube video of it.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, it's fantastic.
There is one more story up as well.
Yep.
Which is a storage room for the stuff which can't be put into chests. So I've got some of the cracked vessels and the collapsed chests and stuff. And I use these for decoration around the village.
Okay. Wow. Very nice. Okay, let's go down. Oops.
It's quite nice, but it's dark now, actually, because I love this village in the dark. It brings it even closer in, and it shows you exactly what I wanted from the effect of having all of the trees around, because it makes you feel like you're just kind of lost in the woods, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I think if we head around...
I think you're succeeding. If you were not with me, I would be lost.
Well, the whole point of this is to wander around, not necessarily stick to the paths.
Right.
And just to explore. It's just a big playground to explore in. And so I've got all of my skeps and stuff, the beekeeping stuff up here.
Yep.
And I've got a nice little fishing jetty out here.
I know. I love it.
Which I'm hoping to add some more stuff to. I want to build like a chiseled boat, a little fishing boat out here. Nothing too big, because it's a lake. It would be like a lake fishing boat.
Yeah. Very nice.
And then we come through back down the other way, and we head across to the blacksmith.
Arkan's lost in the lake ice. You can't.
I'm levitating.
He's levitating. All right. Okay.
And
so
if
here.
have a check on the floor here. So some of the stuff I've added as decoration blocks on the floor.
Oh wow! So you've added mud bricks, meteoric iron. Yeah, it works, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I love the idea of having the iron on the floor. Usually people would just dig this up and turn it into ingots. But actually quarrying it like this.
Blocks. Yeah, I love them. I think they're beautiful blocks. And
quarrying it like this allows you to use it as a real decoration block. And the idea that somebody has been trying to pour some iron into a mold or an ingot or something, and they've missed and they've spilt it onto the floor, and now it's covering this part of the floor.
Absolutely. I love your cart. Look at this.
Yeah, Domkrat's made this. And so this
Did
is
he?
the steel cart.
Wow.
So I've got all
Isn't
of the
that
steel on
good?
there.
Yeah. It's got legs at the front.
Yes.
If it's got legs, we'll take the whole lot to Pendle. Anything that walks comes to Pendle.
He made this well as well. You can fall down it, so be careful.
Yeah. Did you ever see my video of Arkan's mine shaft? I managed to fall straight down it on video. I left it in. Everybody loved it.
So over here I've got all my metal stores.
Okay. And you also have blister steel, molybdechalcus, zinc. Oh my goodness. Steel plates, not maple logs, no, meteoric iron.
Meteoric iron.
Yeah. And what's that one? Silver, yeah, gold, brass, bismuth, lead. Lovely. Looks great.
Because I did used to have all of that just stacked up outside the blacksmith here. But then it became too much, so I had to build its own building to put it all in.
As you do. As you do.
And this build here is one I made for Domkrats. And I left it open inside. I left it completely empty inside. And so this is his interior design.
Gosh.
This is what he chose to do with it.
Isn't that pretty? It's nice I'm seeing two builders in one lot. And that is
Yeah.
fire dogs, I'd call them. What would you call them?
Stoking tools.
Or fire irons.
Yeah, fire irons, yeah.
Fire irons. And I don't know about other countries, but we normally have a shovel, a toasting fork, a rake, and a poker in these things.
And a brush and a chestnut roaster.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Looks great. He's done a good job.
He has, yeah. I really like what he's done in here.
Oh, look. I love the fact he's got a little potted plant by his bedside. Isn't that cute? So, Domkrats, is it D-O-N or D-O-M?
Domkrats. I think his name's on the door here.
Oh, right. Let's have a look at the name. That's a good one. Domkrats.
Yeah.
Good job. I like it. A bit of fancy chiselling there.
And then one of the builds... Actually, now, if we come out this way, I think it would probably be best to see it. I've got on the right hand side here, we've got my drifter pit. Where I come during the storms.
Yeah.
And then on the left hand side, we can see the windmills.
Ooh. What's in the pit?
That's my charcoal pit, which I'm slowly refilling.
You're as bad as us. I mean, gosh, we've got something called the orb that I've decided is just too awful as a charcoal pit. So I've emptied it and it's going to be a housing for my plant collection.
But I go through about 3 iron axes, just cutting up the logs into firewood. That's not counting cutting the trees down.
Charcoal? Do you need that?
Yes and no. I mean, this creates about 1,500 charcoal per time I do it.
Oh my gosh.
I've done it twice. This is the third time I've filled it up.
This roof. Yeah. Love the roof.
The roof's really nice.
This
was a build I first made in Minecraft. This the blacksmith. And the area behind it here is like a little scrapyard, just full of stuff which has been thrown away.
It. What fun, a scrapyard.
So this anvil here is almost like an old rusted anvil.
Yeah. Great.
There's all kinds of stuff there. So if you come through underneath here, underneath the roof line,
the eaves.
Then we
Yeah.
can go up and have a look at the inside of the windmills.
Yes.
Again, here we've got more swavite, more meteoric iron on the ground, and they've even got little bits of loose meteoric iron here on the ground as well.
Oh gosh, that's nice. Oh wow. That is so regular.
And so I
So you
wanted to
have
make it all
4
nice and
windmills.
neat. Yes, we've got
Yeah.
4 windmills. Each of them is driving one of the health hammers, and then
Yes.
one of them is driving the quern and the pulverizer.
Right, so the quern and the pulverizer are linked to one hammer and the others are there.
Yeah. So just before we
Nice.
go up, if you head, turn around, you can see me down here. This is the underside of it.
Let me get down the ladder. Gosh.
It's a little bit awkward.
It's alright, I'm... God. I'm just awkward with ladders.
There we go.
Right, okay.
And so this is what it looks like
Ooh.
underneath. I wanted it to all be accessible. And I've even got the
Yeah.
chest here for the output from the pulverizer.
Right. Nice.
So you can see the inner workings of all of this as well.
Yeah.
And then if we head on up, this is the only
Right.
chiseled building that I've done.
Right.
And when it becomes daytime again, you'll be able to see the chiseling work that I've done on this. Because the big problem I had is because I'm working in Iron Age. Windmills
Yeah.
didn't come to England for another 600 years or so
Right.
after the period that I'm building in. So I had to try and mimic the earliest possible windmill style.
Yes.
So I got a load of photos from really early styles of windmills, but I
Yeah.
decided that I wanted 4 blades, so I had to
Right.
mimic the design on all 4 of the sides rather than just having it on
Right.
the front.
Right.
You can actually walk out here and you can see, if you look down, you can see the chiseling effect.
Oh gosh. I
So
might
you-
have a look at that in daylight.
Yeah, so you can actually walk up the side of it.
Oh goodness.
If we head on back down,
Yeah. I love this building. It's made an absolute feature of the mechanical tech. The symmetry
yeah,
is beautiful. I love the
symmetry of
symmetry of it. Yeah.
Jinx.
It really, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
So here you can see the chiseling. It's exactly the same style all the way up. Just going 2 in from the previous block,
Right.
2 in, 2 in, and you can literally just jump up the
Oh
side of
my
a building like this.
goodness. What a fascinating way of building a wall. Just chisel 2 all the time.
Yeah,
And you can go up it.
yeah.
How fantastic.
It's just, I died quite a few times building this, falling off it.
Okay, where to next?
I suppose if we come around this way,
Yeah.
and see I put one of the benches down here as well,
Yeah. Nice.
because we
That
have
is such an English park bench.
yeah,
It's so English.
another little path that comes
Oh.
around this way.
Yeah.
And this takes you into the other half of the village, the new half of the village. Now, my viewers haven't seen much of this either, so this is going to be
Okay.
new for all of them. We've got a little farmer's field here, which Domcat made up to feed us.
Yes.
And this basically did all of the food we needed. But
Yeah.
I haven't really harvested any of this for a long time.
No.
It's all just been kind of sat here. So I
Yeah.
need to harvest it all and make up a load of food. I've got a lake here which is just completely full of cattails.
Oh,
So I can
gosh.
just go through and harvest all of these cattails for the skeps.
Right, so that's a lake full of them.
Yeah. And then I've got a couple of builds here which I haven't done anything with. I've just
Yeah.
built them up and they're just empty inside, nothing in them. These are meant as guest houses. If somebody wanted to ever
Guest
come and stay here,
houses.
then
Wow.
they can ask me and they can have one of these and make it their own.
Oh, well, you heard it here first, guys. If anyone's on the server and wants somewhere as a first base, if you do a bit of harvesting for Apache and a bit of food cooking, this house is yours.
Yeah, there's two of them right
There's
next
two
to
of
each
them.
other.
Wow.
And this one was going to be a bit of a bigger one. However,
Yeah.
I have a couple of wolves which took up residence in there. Somewhere.
This was going to be a house.
Yeah, it is still going to be at some point.
They're in the darkness. They're lurking in the darkness on the other side.
Aha, they're over here.
Yay. Wow. So this
So we've
is
got
the
those in
smaller
there.
of the two.
And so I don't know what to do with these. I don't know whether to keep them as pets or just kill them off. I don't know. I really don't know.
No, no. Home is not home without the howling of the wolves, is it, Arkan? You have to have howling wolves in Vintage Story. Yay. Hello, doggy. I love the wolves. I would keep them. But everyone knows I love the wolves.
I've got another little trap here for rabbits and chickens and stuff. Just on the other
Let's have a
side
look
of you.
at this one. If you let the rabbits go in the wolf enclosure, they'll eat the rabbits.
I know. Well, I did have another 7 wolves in this pit here that I had to kill off because they were
Oh.
just so loud. So I had 9
Yeah.
wolves in total. I killed the ones in here. I killed off.
So you are trapping in here chickens because of the small trough. You're trapping rabbits because of the farmland.
Yeah,
You're tracking the bees will attract the raccoons, as will the berries.
yeah,
So this is a chicken, rabbit, and raccoon trap.
yep.
And drifters as well, I should think.
And there's only a couple
Lovely.
more buildings that I've made.
Yeah.
This one you might recognise from Scolds, from the first server that we were on together.
Yes, I do.
Again, it's empty inside at the moment. Haven't done anything with it. I'm not too sure what to do with this building. But I loved this building. I loved making it in the other server. So I've decided to bring it
Yes.
across to here as well.
Yeah.
And then the final
Yeah.
build is something a little bit
Yeah.
special. As you can see on the right hand side here as we go through. Oh, there are some monsters.
Yeah, let's just get rid of them.
The night is dark and full of terrors. Got some food.
As usual.
This is a gigantic building. Like a ridiculously big building.
Yeah, let me just show you on the map, guys. This is this huge building here. These are the spare houses. This is the wolf trap. So this building is the one we're just about to go into.
Yeah.
And it overlooks the lake. Can't see it for the trees, but it does overlook the lake. Good grief.
This is a huge indoor area.
What on earth are you going to use an area this size for?
Well, I'm
Storage.
thinking- Storage, yeah. It's just going to be a storage room. I think who was here the other day? I think it was Dampus was here, and I think we counted it as 22 seconds to run from one end of a room to the other.
No.
Something like that. But I'm going to use this as a trading hall, as a big community centre and trading hall.
Oh, a community trading hall. Wow.
So you have multiple stories like in the other base. Yeah.
Oh.
Because one of the things that I've been really interested in going around the server is finding all of the lamp posts on the side of the roads.
Yes.
It sounds something really silly.
No, I
seeing
fully
all of these
understand
designs.
it. Yeah.
And so Dampers actually brought one of these over that he's been using. And so usually there'd be just a lamp on the top of that.
Yeah.
And they are so nice, and everyone's been so inventive with all of these.
Yeah.
But I want to try and bring them all together in one area and showcase all of these different things.
You want a lamppost museum?
Yeah.
Lamppost museum.
But also somewhere where people can like donate their designs, basically, and I'll have a chiseling workbench. So you can actually, so if you bring the materials with you, and there'll be a list of all the materials that you need, then you can actually request a copy of the master so that you can take copies for yourself.
Oh. What is Arkan doing?
He's hiding.
I can see you. Yay. And so we come to dawn again.
Ah, good.
Yeah. Goodness. I'll tell you something. I'm getting a tad of lag because of the amount of trees you've got here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't notice it myself.
You've probably got a better computer than me.
Yeah. This here is a TL that goes to Primantine's base down south.
Oh, right. Well, let me mark that.
Yeah, Primantine and Adastros. They are pretty much directly below us.
Primantine and Adastros.
Adrastos.
Adrastos.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Another TL. Excellent. So that's to the south, isn't it? Yeah. Fantastic.
And from there, there's a TL very close by that takes you to the Hunter's Lodge and then to the museum.
Right. Oh, that's a useful one.
Yeah. So it's only about a 10-minute trip from here to the museum.
Oh my goodness. I wonder if Mikey knows. Yes, of course he does.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he's the one that showed it to me.
Oh wow.
He uses this as a quick trip up to Worldspawn.
Right.
And so this is just the back of the village now, and we're heading back round.
Hello. I'm just waiting for Arkan. Yeah.
Yeah, we're heading back round into it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show you.
This is one of the most overgrown bases I've ever been in. You have succeeded in making this a forest.
Yeah, and it's exactly how I pictured it, and it's exactly what I wanted it to be. I know so many people would say, you've done too much, you've gone too far. But in my head, this is exactly what I wanted. If we head through this way, we actually head toward Nathan's base.
Okay.
I just want to show you the fields that we've got over here.
Yeah.
Because there's something quite unique that we've done that not many people on Vintage Story actually do, which is have just open fields that we plant crops in. So we can have any number of rabbits there, and they can eat as much as they want, and we just leave it open instead of trying to add little traps around the place. And so over here, you can see we've got an area which is about 7.5 stacks worth of seeds every time you plant it. But this has been planted here since April, in real life in April.
And the rabbits haven't come in.
And the rabbits haven't come in. And it's because we've got wolf spawns around here.
Oh, so the wolves eat the rabbits.
Yeah. So we just let the wolves roam free.
Blimey, this must be a nice place at night.
So we sometimes get 6 or more wolves just wandering around the plants.
Oh gosh. I hope they don't pee on them.
And it means that we never have problems with food wastage. Because we just leave this in the ground and then we take it out whenever we want it.
Yes. Gosh. It's a very nice layout.
So
it reminds me of your rice fields.
So this was Nathan's design, this. So go on.
Yeah. Wow, look at all this. Is this, you've been harvesting grass here?
Yes. Well, that's another thing. We keep the land around the fields clear of grass, of the tall grass, for about 50 blocks in any direction. And that stops the rabbits from spawning too close.
Right. Okay. And then this is Nathan's base, isn't it?
Yes, this is Nathan's base over here.
And it's Mayan inspired, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And so he's been building like 2,500 BC, so 2,500 years before what I've been building.
Wow.
And the stuff I've been building is like 2,000 years before.
Yeah.
Before now.
You know, you can't see your base at all from here.
No.
And it's a huge base.
However, if you come up onto the rise, I think one of the last parting shots that you should get is my base from between Nathan and I's base, which is just over here.
Here?
Sorry, over back towards my base.
Right.
We come back over through the fields.
Mm-hmm. I have some footage of Nathan's base.
Yeah.
And you said he wouldn't mind the fact that I put the footage up because he's already shown on video everything he has built.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything which he's built since which hasn't been shown. So you're fine to show it.
So
but I love this view. So you can see the windmill sticking out and the 2 tall buildings just sticking out. But everything else, there's so much over there. But it's so well hidden. You know there's civilization there, and you know somebody lives there, and you know it's built up. But you can't see quite how built up it is.
Whether that will come out well, I don't know. It is very hidden. Well, we will call it your hidden base.
Yes.
Wow.
If you'd like to get a few more TLs as well, there's 4 more TLs in Nathan's base.
Always. Yes. Shall we go and get the TLs as well?
Yeah.
Always great having new TLs on my map.
You can see some of Nathan's chiseling as well, that he did on a live stream. Now, unfortunately over here, there was an update which messed up a load of chiseled blocks. And I haven't gone through yet and fixed them. So some of the roof lines and stuff and a couple of blocks here and there have been taken out.
Right.
Because of that glitch.
Okay.
And so if we come around here.
Yeah.
The other pyramid over here is a market place.
Oh gosh.
We've got a little window down here to a bioluminescence cave.
Oh, what a great idea.
So at night you can see the bioluminescence
Oh, how
shining down below.
lovely. I've not thought of that.
And then in here he started
Oh, my
making up
word.
the
stalls.
market stalls, yeah.
Love the pillars. Wow.
But if we head down into the depths here,
Right, down here.
yeah, there's one thing we
gosh.
wanted to do with this. There's 4 translocators down below here. Which,
No.
yeah, which we thought would be like a real social hub. So we wanted to market traders up above.
Yes, no, I understand that.
Yeah. So the first one is through here.
Right. And where do these go?
I can never remember which ones these go to. Let's just go through and see. This one comes out at a basalt desert.
Ooh. Okay.
Come back through.
Arkin's gone.
I've got if you've got the new version of my Waypoint Extensions mod, it allows you to just step on a translocator, and it'll automatically set up waypoints for both sides of that teleporter, of that translocator.
I need to download that mod.
Yeah, and it also allows you to it has automatic trader waypoints as well. So whenever you open the inventory of a trader, if you don't already have a waypoint for that trader, it will add one for you.
Wow. Why do we not have this on the map generally? Arkin?
Oh, I have a teleport in this area.
What? You failed?
I have a teleport on this area, on the north.
Just take that out. There we go.
Are you back safely, Arkin? He's still here. Did he fall?
I think he's gone back through.
I should have marked that. I am going to mark that. Apaches. Just in case I'm ever lost out there someday. Arkin, hi! Are you all right, Arkin? Ah, he has a teleport mark on this territory. Ah. Okay. Wow, that's a dangerous cave. Okay, where are we going now?
If we head back across.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
We head down. Just go slowly down this because it's half stair, so you take full damage.
Oh my
if
goodness. Be careful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Over here.
Gosh. Nearly fell down there. This is a dangerous place. And we've got another. Where does this one go?
I believe this one, yeah, this one takes us out close to... It's in the northeast of where we are usually. It's close to the Crossroads Lake.
Okay.
And Eggwhite's original pyramid.
Oh! Is that not near Pendle?
No, it's the original one, but he's not building anymore.
Oh, right, okay. Because he built near Pendle as well.
Yeah. And yeah, just to the east of here, there's a road that takes you to the Crossroads Lake.
Oh, crikey! Oh my gosh! Right. That goes to... I'm marking this all as Apache. I must get your thing. Okay. There's a whole load of building or blocks there. Is that mining?
Yes, that's it was Nathan's sandstone quarry.
Oh, right. Okay. Wow. Dangerous, dangerous place here. Glad I've got you with me. I would not dare go here alone. And do we go down to another one?
Yep, there's 2 more down below.
Oh, good grief. What a cave to find with so many TLs in.
Yeah.
And where does this one go?
Just finding out this one. This takes you... Just waiting for the world to load.
Do you need food, Arkan?
Yes.
Hang on. Here. Arkan.
Fairly close to Econ and Ramgirl's base.
Oh, right.
Thank-
Okay.
Well, when I say fairly close, it's on the same screen on the map. So it's probably still
Is
a
that
1,000
their
blocks or so.
old base or their new one?
Yeah, their old one, the one you did the tour around.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And then the final one is just down below.
Okay. Let me just mark this. Wow. Yeah, Apache. Red. I'm leaving all this in, guys, because there are so many people. You can see the coordinates, and there are so many people who like to know all these different ones. I know they're all marked on the map that Drac has done. Right, do we go down again?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then this takes you
Right.
out
This takes you where?
much further north.
Right. I'm still going to I'm going to go through it and mark it on the other side.
There's a guy called Chris that plays.
Yeah.
And this comes out fairly close to his base. But again, fairly close is probably
Right.
about 1,000 blocks.
Wow. You've got I have never ever seen, I don't think, so many TLs in one place.
I know, it's silly. It's ridiculous how many there were.
Yeah.
And if you come back through, there are actually a couple more in the area.
Oh,
One that
good
leads
grief.
through to Papa.
Okay, I'm going up. You
And
okay, Arkan? Are you all right, Arkan?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay.
yeah, there's one that leads through
I,
to Papa, and I think one that
right.
pops through to Vinland.
Who?
Vinland.
Vinman.
Um,
He's just started, hasn't he?
no. Vinland's been on for a long time.
Oh, has he? I've got the wrong person in mind. I think I'm thinking of Rin Vendor or something.
Oh yeah, Rinvindo.
Rin Vendor, that's the one. I got them muddled up. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, if you want to live dangerously and go exploring through TLs, wow.
I've just run out of food now, so...
Do you want some food?
Do you have any on
I've got
you?
some with me. Yeah, I do. Hold on. Arkan, if you need more food, let me know. Here.
Oh, thank you.
That'll
Excellent.
keep you going, and a thanks for the tour.
Yes.
Because you've used up a lot of food. Gosh, look at this. We can sacrifice our people from the top.
Yeah, the top of it's really quite cool. You have a look up.
Should we go up and have a look at the top? I'd like to. Uh-oh. Just pause while the world realigns itself on my computer. Oh my word. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? My goodness, you look at those hillsides with the beautiful frosted trees, the lake. Gosh, this is pretty. Silver birch forest over there. Nice area. Nice area.
So we're not sure what to put up on the top of here at all.
I would think a sacrificial altar. What else would you put up here? You actually need a blood-stained altar and some knives and some headdresses.
Now, how did I know that you'd say that?
Well, it would make sense for the build, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, because it's a market trading place, I'm not sure it would, but...
I don't know.
We'll
We
see.
could come up there and sacrifice to the gods.
So if we head round to the other side of the build,
Yeah.
we've got another path that leads off. Oh, I completely forgot I built these. I planted these trees.
I'll find out where you are in a minute.
It's over here.
Okay. Oh my goodness. More
Yeah,
trees.
I completely forgot I planted these ones. This is just a temporary tree farm.
Yeah, I can tell. It's not your style of planting if you want something permanent.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a trader over there. What's that trader?
Survival goods.
Right.
He does actually have the fur stuff if you want.
The what?
The fur gloves and stuff.
Yeah, good to know. Let me just mark this. Ah, right. Very useful in this area. Survival trader, save. Okay. Oops.
And so Nathan and I built this road on a live stream a long time
Did
ago
you?
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
and we took it out, and I'll show you the nice little rest area we made as well.
Oh, nice. Roads are always good.
However, first of all, there is just over here a TL through to Papa Cheddar.
Oh, does Papa Cheddar know?
Yes, he does, but he probably doesn't know about his visitors.
Well, us?
No.
Or you?
You'll see when you get here.
I don't have permission to record. Oh, gosh.
Or maybe he does.
So
I hadn't seen these. We've got lookouts. Ooh. And so yeah, this
Cheddar. Oh, it doesn't.
I don't think Papa Cheddar's put out an episode for a while.
Ah, well, he did do a build for the build competition.
Yes, yeah.
Right, I'm not going to go through there because I don't have permission. Oh my goodness, there's dummies everywhere, and look, they're watching you. Look, guys, they're watching you. Actually, I should go through, then I can mark it from the other side. I'm not going to get hit. Oh gosh, there's dummies everywhere. Okay, let's see what's on the other side. Oh my gosh, more dummies. Right, oh, they're all over the place. Let me just mark this. I don't want to go and look at someone else's build. So that's TL, Apache. Yeah, it's still loading in. Okay, let's let it load. Wow, so that's Papa Cheddar's place. Lovely.
Yeah.
Right, enough of that. Before I'm tempted. Right, I am back. I've forgotten. How do I get out of here?
From down below, there's a ladder.
Oh, there's a ladder. Got it.
Just here, yep.
You okay, Arkan? Excuse me. Right. Goodness me. Oh. I'm so glad these things... Oh, they do. They don't block your progress too much up a ladder. Were you trying to block people off, or was he?
No. There's been a kind of friendly rivalry between his straw dummies and my armor stands.
Okay.
And so my
right.
armor stands are forming an invasion against the straw dummies.
Good to know. Right, well, I think we better be getting back, actually. If you'll point us in the right road. That was a very, very enjoyable tour.
Just got one last thing to show you very, very quickly.
Oh, I won't finish yet then.
There's just something that Nathan and I built a while ago, which I think is really, really cool. It's one of these things that little curiosities you see along the road around the server.
Yeah, they absolutely make it, don't they?
Yeah, and there was a crossroads down here. We thought would just be perfect for a nice little rest stop.
Uh-huh.
And so once you get through the Andesite desert...
Going to go a bit faster, but... Goodness me. All right. Oh, how pretty. An oasis in the desert.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
And so we've got a nice little camping spot up here. Some beds and camping area. Fire.
Oh, isn't that lovely? An oasis. The only thing you're missing, my dear, is just a little pool somewhere.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? An oasis in the desert. We need palm trees.
There are a couple more TLs around here somewhere, but I can't remember where they are.
Right. Arkan's going to stay there for the night. Now we know what he likes. That's lovely. Okay. Shall we follow you back?
Yeah, just head on back.
Yep. Okay. Oh, before we do, can I just say thank you very, very much for an absolutely superb tour of your build and all those teleporters.
Yes, not a problem. It's been nice
very much indeed.
Nice to show you around, and also for my viewers, none of you have really seen much of what I built since then. The last episode I put out, the village looked very, very different. So I hope this has been a good progress update on the goings on around Vintage Story.
Excellent. Well, thank you very, very much. Bye bye to all.
So as you can see, there's a lot that's changed around the village here and around the area. We have this huge, big trading hall to sort out next. That's my next big project. But we've got a lot of stuff to gather up before then as well. So I'll try and release a new episode soon, and I'll bring you guys along for the journey. Head on over to Ashantin's channel and send her some love from me. Link is down in the description. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will. See you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.